Okay, guys, good rising. This is the Pretty Coach Oracles. It's pretty early in the morning and I'm trying to stay quiet, but I do want to make sure that you guys can also hear me. I'm getting ready to come with the spiritual guidance reading, which I think will be replacing the usual suspects, which was a general reading for all the 12 zodiac signs. I feel like it just takes a lot out of me to do those readings. So I'm just going to stick to spiritual guidance readings, the fifth elements readings, and the divine femmes and DMs reading, as well as the first 48 readings. And the first 48 I usually do towards the weekend time. So those are like weekend readings for everyone, for my channel. All right. Anyway, let's hop into this risings reading. I have an affirmation that's coming out. It'll probably be uploaded after this video. And it's so beautiful how spirit is just, it's almost like it was just rolling with that same theme so far. I'm going to put it on the Pretty Coach channel. So those who are on the Pretty Coach Oracles and you have not yet subscribed to the Pretty Coach, which is where we talk about, we have more spiritual conversation there and discussions. And I also share like my meditation messages and things like that and affirmations on that channel. If you haven't subscribed, please go do that. It's the Pretty Coach. Okay. Yeah, that's that with that. Right now, this is going to be going up on the Pretty Coach Oracles. This is where this is where I share all of my readings. But during meditation, one of the affirmations was about peace. So I don't want to spoil it. So that's all I'll share. But peace happens to also be a theme for the last cards that came out. So let's hop into the reading, shall we? I hope this reading finds everybody doing well. So the overall energy from the crazy, sexy, cool love notes is a new day. And I hope you guys can see this, but it's a new day. And it says, let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that has run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. All right, so I'm going to go a little bit faster, but I feel like this is definitely self-explanatory. A new day reminds me of the Judgment card. That's what that's reminding me of for some reason. There's something that, like that card said, it's pretty much over. And I feel the need to say that it doesn't mean that it's over forever, but the way that it was before, it's done. It'll never be that way again, period. Whether it is ever a reconciliation, whether it's work, relationship, commitment, whatever. Even if a new juncture or a new venture begins in that same area, it will be different, period. Okay. But in the event that it's something totally brand new, something fresh, it's like we have to let go of it finally so that we can get that newness. Okay. So that we can acquire that we've been so desperately seeking. Now, here's the card that actually came out. All that I asked Spirit today with this spiritual guidance reading is, what messages do we need to know for today for our highest good? Okay. And I was speaking first for myself and then, of course, anybody who is attached to me. So it says, reconsider your commitments. Reconsider your commitments. And it's so beautiful how a new day card already says that it could be time to let go and release depleting commitments. So to me, that gives me a hint about what type of commitments we need to reconsider. Okay, so here we go. It says, have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. This is talking about getting in touch with you. Get in touch with you. What matters to you? What is important to you? Yes, you who are going to come across this video, who's going to watch it because maybe the title or because I posted it. Whatever the case may be for you, or you were just led to watch it. What's important to you? What matters on a soul level? I'm not talking about what other people think is important and what society necessarily says is important. What's important for you in your soul? That's who you are. And that is what matters for you. So it says, identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. The rest is anything else that goes contrary for you. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no, and I want to say this, every no that is grounded in you knowing yourself and in you knowing what matters to you, makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. So a lot of us are, we may have said we were going to do some things or what have you, and it may be time basically to go back to the drawing board. It may be time to re-look at those things that we said we were going to do, or that even that we wanted to do, and make sure that the commitments that we're holding on to are in alignment with who we say we are and what we want to do. All right, moving on. The next card that came out, I was asking for the elements that were at work at this time. And the first card that actually came out was the one that I was asking Spirit, like, what's the one at work at this present time? And it's the air element, which deals with communications of all sorts. Okay. Technology, conversations, telephones, computers, whatever way that we communicate in this world, the air element has everything to do with it. Also, a shift in perspective, our thoughts, clear thoughts, logical thoughts, reason, balance. Okay. Speaking truth, that all is what the air card can deal with. The overall energy is the fire element. And the fire element deals with taking action. It also deals with what we are passionate about, what makes us excited enough to change some things. What makes us excited enough or even angry enough to move. The understanding that I got of these two elements coming out together is that there is some form of insight that is getting ready to come in to bring clarity to us, to our minds, so that we can take action, so that we can know exactly what we need to do or how we need to manifest our soul purpose at this time, okay? Some of those actions could mean getting rid of commitments that are no longer serving us. Some of those actions could be letting go of something that we need to let go of, whether it be in the form of a person, place, thing, or idea. But you have been told, you have been communicated with through spirit. So now you know what to do to bring balance to yourself. You know what to do. You know what plan of action you need to take to make certain things that you truly desire to happen for yourself happen. And now it's that time. It's time to make it happen. Fire also burns away impurities and only leaves the best of the best. That's beautiful energy. The next card that I pulled was from the Angel Therapy deck, and just more messages about what spirit has for us and they want us to know, okay? So this is the overall energy, and it says books. It says your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So for some of you guys, that's what you're going to get inspired ideas about different books that you can write. Okay. For others of you, you might be inspired to just edit or to sell them or what have you. Also, when I first pulled this card, I felt something about reading certain books as well, that they're going to assist you at this time. But a lot of us could be getting ready to be authors, or this is something that you desire. Okay. But I definitely feel like it's part of the plan. That's what Spirit is showing us, that this is part of your plan. Okay. And most of you guys, this is going to be nothing but confirmation. Moving on, the actual card that did come out is Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters. Wow. And I know yesterday I saw 11:22 on the clock and 12:22. Anyhow, let's see what this card says. It says powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. That's the likes of all of those who have come and they were like messiahs, or they were like saviors in their time. Those are the energies that are surrounding us. And those of you who are, this message will resonate with, you got that around you. You've got that as your support. You are in the company of these great minds. I even feel like with this card talking about life purpose being involved, I feel like your life purpose is that you're going to be one of these ascended masters too. It's not a stretch to believe that you're going to be operating in this same type of energy. It's coming for us. Last but not least, from my Earth Warriors deck, I'm so happy to be back using this. This was my very first deck I ever purchased when I first got on my journey with tarot and oracle card readings. I was led to go buy a deck, and this was the deck that spoke to me in the store that I went to first, and it was because of the name Earth Warrior, which I had figured out by that time I was. So here we go. Overall energy of these cards. Abuela medicine. Abuela medicine. And it says remedy of the grandmother. So I'm going to read a few key thoughts, and then I may actually read what comes in the book in a little bit. But first, let's go to the key thoughts that I wanted to write down. I could have swore I put like a bookmarker thing in here. Okay, here we go. I did. So for Abuela medicine, it's grandmother medicine. That's the translation in English, grandmother medicine. And it says that basically a lot of us are on a healing journey. We are being asked to basically explore healing practices, explore our healing journey, and exactly how it is that we are healers. Like what's our own unique healing, I guess, blueprint or fingerprint. It also says that we have healing gifts that we are meant to explore and discover our own way of healing as part of our life journey. And one of the questions that came to my mind was, how have you noticed that you heal people? Okay. It also says grandmother medicine includes the use of plants through different disciplines. That makes me think about root work and being an herbalist and things like that. It says to promote healing of the mind and the body. All things, it also, this is the spiritual meanings that I'm going to move on to now. It basically talks about the fact that all things are coming together in right order. The masculine and feminine energies will be working together so that we won't be feeling divided anymore in ourselves. That there's going to be balance and harmony. And I just think that's such a beautiful message to share. Okay, so that's the overall energy. So far, it's like once we let go of certain things that aren't serving us anymore and we reprioritize what's important to us, and we get the message from spirit and a plan, and we come up with a plan of action, and we start moving on that plan, we're going to start walking in our life purpose. And once we walk in our life purpose, then everything is going to start aligning in the divine timing and divine order. Okay. And then this is going to take place. This is the actual card that came out with what spirit really wants us to know at this time. This is, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right, but I'm going to say Hozo. And it says the beauty way of the Navajo. So I'm going to get some of the thoughts and the key points and ideas that stood out to me for that card as well. So it says, one of the most important meanings that I feel like I took away from this is that we need to relax right now. Relax now. That it is time for us to be healed. It says, don't place faith in worry or stress. And then the thought that came to me right after that says, our faith is in what we focus on. Allow life to unfold. Relax in nature. Don't try to figure things out by force at this time. It says, your peaceful mind will know all that you need to know readily and accurately. I feel like that's this energy right here. That if we just slow down and if we relax and we seek spirit and we enjoy this time, some of us may be in a place where we feel like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be yet, or I'm not doing anything with my life. That is not true. No matter how much that dark thought comes up to you repeatedly because you are not where you feel like you should be in life, or you're not doing what people think that you should be doing, or even what you think on the level that you should be doing, understand that wherever you are is where spirit needs you to be. I feel like this is also talking about stilling yourself and your mind to receive the inspired message from spirit that's going to help put you on the right path, or that's going to help you know what it is that you're supposed to do. It'll come to you with ease. It's not something that we have to force to happen or that we have to look so hard for. All right, so moving on from that idea, it says you don't have to tire yourselves out to fix what isn't working. A new perspective, or you may receive a helpful vision gifted to you from the Most High, or from the universe, to gain the energy to be productive using a simple, inspired idea that changes everything. Again, that's everything that I was basically saying. We don't have to force anything. When we still ourselves and we allow ourselves to relax and be happy in the fact that the universe knows what's best, that the Most High knows what it is that we're called to do and why, and we rest in that and allow that beauty of knowing that we're already right where we need to be, and that we are already whoever it is that we need to be, then the information that we need will flow to us. And not only will it flow, it'll be in such an inspiring way that it moves us into action. But not just doing anything all willy-nilly, but something that obviously we are passionate about, and something that is going to make sense. So it'll bring balance, and we will not be just spinning our wheels, doing a whole bunch of nothingness. Okay? That's so beautiful. And I just feel like it's not only that it's going to change everything, I feel like it's literally going to put us on our path to purpose. And I feel like you're already on that path to purpose, but just in case you thought you weren't, whatever is about to happen for you after you see this reading, you guys, maybe it's already happened for some of you guys. You're going to realize, oh my God, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is what I needed. Some of you guys could also, be feeling like you're lazy, or like you don't have the drive or the energy to do what it is that you want to. And it's because you feel lost, because you feel like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel like overall, this whole reading is calling us to get still, to release ideas about us that are not true, that aren't real, and to reprioritize. Go back to the drawing board, look at what's important to you, and don't let anything that is not along these lines to distract us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. Going to read a couple things from the book, but as my bookmark, I just randomly picked a card, and it's the Aquarius. Some of you guys could be Aquarius, but it's not just about that. It's the star card is what I meant to say. It's the star card, which could be the sign of Aquarius. But more importantly, this card is a card of healing for me. Not only is it a card just of healing, but it's a card of wish fulfillment. Okay, I'm being led not to read from the book. I think everything that needs to be said has been, because I am recording on my phone and I need more space because I also have a general message from tarot. So that's been the message, the spiritual guidance message from the Oracle deck. We're going to go ahead and move on to the tarot. Okay. I will come back with a different clip. All right.